9:52 p.m. Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. Episode number 785 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan, amazing to have you here on Hobart Boulevard. Did you say episode 785?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah Dude, America through the eyes of two American Americans. Now more than ever, America's podcast. Just hopefully you are with family, loved ones, friends. Hopefully you are safe and well, and it's a fluid situation, as we have mentioned.
We take it. Take it as it comes.
We just play
it
as it lays. When you got a couple of Benz bros like you have right here. My dream is that the world opens back up and you and I sit outside of a coffee bean, sit on the hoods of our Benzes with definitely like a Benz windbreaker, some sort of Benz racing glove. Visors. And we just talk about what it's like to be a Benz owner.
Benz Bros.
Benz Bros.
We have a new
We definitely
podcast.
doing a new podcast called Benz Bros.
At least once a month.
Oh, easy.
You know.
Enthusiast. How many forums can I get on and just get into it?
That's a lot
What's
to
this
learn.
car all about?
Well, we'll tell you.
What do these buttons do?
We'll tell you.
It's crazy. But
PM me, bro.
Drive shafts.
Private message me. We'll talk about
I
it.
love it, man. Met a lot of guys were just talking online, about
Bavarian
automotive engineering.
The arts.
It's so crazy. Thank you so much.
It's a wonderful car. I'm very excited for you. I want you to
be safe. Again.
I want to don't let it go to your head. It's a lot of power. I want to sit in it and walk you through all the things that I know about it, because I
want you to lay in it.
I'm gonna take a nap in the back.
I want you to nap in
I want you to drive me down to San Diego, but I'm gonna nap the whole time, and then just wake me up when we get to the Coronado Hotel.
We're here. It's haunted. Good luck.
Wake up.
You mentioned you were talking about acai. You were talking about palms, that you've been doing a lot of palm tree research.
I have.
Can I give you some information, some research I did? You got me excited.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the raffia palm from Madagascar?
Is that what, yes.
But you take the fronds, you take the fiber. I know you spell it Fibre. I know that's how you spell things now. It's soft, it's pliable, it's strong, it's durable. I was reading my April 2020 Elle magazine. I'm pissed because they have the little accessories section. Forget basket weaving hippie connotations. This season, I guess this season meaning when people could...
The final season.
The final fucking fashion season. The last Elle magazine told me that raffia was going to be red hot. It's turning up on unexpected pieces like ballet flats, baseball caps, bags, heels. It's a straw-like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But don't think of this ain't your mama's fucking straw weavings. This is it is actually, yeah. But it's raffia.
It's just, it was very big in, I believe, in the 70s and 80s.
Well, I'm bringing it back.
Raffia is also good but it is, I thought it was big for rugs and stuff. I got you runners.
I got you a YSL runner. I hope it fits.
I hope it fits the hallway.
I hope it fits your hallway. But that's the problem when you're reading your Elle magazine and you're thinking, I can't wait to get on these streets and
show off my raffia
fixation.
My espadrille, my raffia espadrilles.
Espadrilles that I've been meaning to break out. I guess break them out on IG Live.
Book them on. Yeah, exactly. Get on your fucking. Get on your Zoom.
Look.
Bust those bad boys up.
It.
I just hang them out that window, wait for a passerby to fucking comment on them.
Oh, ooh, hello.
I would reorient the whole setup of this living room and be more focused on
presenting to the outside.
Passerbys.
And maybe some more hanging plants.
Made out of maybe a raffia.
Hailed by raffia. It's your favorite palm frond. I know. You got me thinking.
I'm deep in it with the palms at the moment.
I mean, you and Elle magazine, you always are on the same page. Because you're fashion forward.
Yeah, we're looking towards the future.
Fashion forward, drip present.
The final season.
It's the final season of what? Well, of
it.
Of everything.
Yeah, I mean, what if you had a slightly lower
season.
I guess how could you do it?
So many things.
Basically, it would be the living room would be centered around where I'm sitting right now.
Reorienting from the outside world. We're a presentation.
I would lower the TV.
It's possible that the live show in LA on June 26th
is going to be right
could
there.
Be here, and we could just fill everybody out on Hobart.
Yes.
Get a special permit. Open up these blinds.
We've called they
call it
busking,
audible.
a busking
busking
permit.
audible. I've called.
It's a busking permit. A cabaret license. Temporary cabaret license.
Mizu, what would I do without you?
Well,
he is dreaming. He's dreaming about, because it's different for him. He's like, what the fuck is that? He's usually posted up. People are always marveling at Beauty Boy from all the neighborhood. The kids are, after school, kids make it a point, no matter where they live in the neighborhood, to cross past this window.
Get by Beauty Boy.
And now it's like,
pass by on Beauty Boy.
How many kids do you think in the neighborhood are thinking about Beauty Boy right now? Like, damn, remember that.
I hope he's all right.
I hope he's all right. I ain't seen him.
Well, because you've been keeping the windows shut, right?
Oh, sealed. Like I got Flex Seal.
I mean, you're close enough to the street that I guess some what is it, spittle or whatever,
totally
could float.
If a couple was arguing out there,
yeah, like fucking bitch,
yeah. You are a fucking bitch. Why? I do everything for you.
Using the United Kingdom's infrared telescope, that is the UKIRT. My nation's UKIRT,
yes.
And NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope, your NASA.
Yes.
Astronomers have conducted photometric observations.
If you had the chance to go to Houston, Texas, to the Johnson Space Center, or wherever the fuck they have theirs in Liverpool, which one would you pick?
I would pick Houston.
Thank you. Houston, we don't have a problem.
My bad, Houston. We don't seem to have a problem.
Houston, absolutely no problemo.
So they have conducted photometric observations of a nearby star-forming galaxy known as NGC 6822. They have identified nearly 3,000 candidate stars of this galaxy, which was reported in a paper published February 27th on the RXIV preprint server. Archive is a free distribution service and an open access archive for 1,675,490 scholarly articles in the fields of physics, mathematics, computer science, quantitative biology, quantitative finance, statistics, electrical engineering and system science, and economics. Is it quantitative or quantitative?
It depends on where you're in Houston or Liverpool. How many?
Quantitative. If you will. Hello, Mom. Hello, love.
Oh,
Quantitative finance.
Yeah.
Hello, love.
Yeah.
Fancy a cuppa?
Fancy a what?
Cuppa.
Damn it.
Located some 1.6 million light years away from Earth, NGC 6822 is an isolated metal poor star-forming barred irregular galaxy.
Definitely.
Taking into account the galaxy's proximity, its isolation, and low metallicity, it seems to be an ideal target for studying resolved stellar populations.
Definitely.
Moreover, NGC 6822's metal poor nature and active star formation characteristics make it an important analog to the active galaxies in the universe at the epoch of peak star formation.
Definitely. That guy just keeps saying that. He's a scientist?
The galaxy is perceived as a
astrophysicist.
useful laboratory.
Doctor definitely.
Laboratory. Excuse me.
Laboratory.
As a useful laboratory that could improve the knowledge of the dust life cycle in the early
Hello.
universe.
Yes, I'm Neil deGrasse, definitely. Yes,
And
definitely.
laboratory.
And I'm in the laboratory, and it's definitely. I think these are good candidates. Candidates for what? What the fuck did he just say? Well, something about something and then something.
Metal poor nature,
Yeah.
which I know nothing about
yeah,
because my
yeah.
metal is rich.
Rich.
I'm rich in metals.
Oh my God. Filthy in metals.
Nature and active star formation characteristics make it an important analog to the active galaxies in the
Yes.
universe
So
at the epoch of peak star formation.
Exactly. No, I'm definitely. Hello, I'm Neil deGrasse, exactly.
It
So
is an
whatever it is,
isolated metal
yes.
poor star forming barred irregular
Candidates
galaxy.
are out there and they're using their telescopes. Look. I guess now more than ever is the time to.
Look.
We're on lockdown here, so look up there. You ain't
look to
gonna
the
see
stars.
nothing out here.
Look to the stars.
I used to always think, why the
when
fuck
you
would
need
you look
answers,
out there?
look to the skies.
The stars walk amongst us. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So look up to the heavens. Your answers are up there.
Your ancestors are up
Your
there.
ancestry, your star ancestry is up there.
And your answers.
And your ancestors. Oh, man. Do you know that 4 U.S. states don't explicitly allow for a defendant in a court of law to use an insanity plea or defense? There's 4 states where you just can't say, my client is straight bonkers, and I'm gonna prove it to you.
Let me think.
A jury of his peers, I'm gonna prove it. 4 states.
Alaska?
No.
Damn it.
Throw another one out.
Oklahoma?
Nope. One more try.
Texas.
No. Kansas, Montana, Idaho, and Utah. No insanity plea. Which is, I mean, you could, I bet a lot of people try to exploit that, definitely, because people love to do shit and get away with it. Oh, man. Oh, you know, I would take responsibility for that. One problem. Mad crazy. So, sorry, gonna have to not be responsible for that. Oh, because I'm crazy. Whoa! Whoa! See? Yeah. It's just like
Where?
that.
Idaho, Utah, Kansas, and
Idaho,
Montana?
Utah, Kansas, and Montana.
That have nothing to do with each other.
No, it's just 4 states. They
that
just
haven't.
Because there have, some people, fortunately, are the people that could suffer from different mental diagnoses that might make them, they might not be aware.
If you're
but they're really being hardcore. They're saying, not here, no way.
I would say
Not
that
in this state.
an insanity plea should only be able to be entered for you by someone else.
Oh, well, you mean...
Because if you're fucking crazy, you shouldn't be able to be sane enough to be able to enter a plea of insanity.
Well, of course, your attorney would say, my client loves cilantro. I rest my case.
Craziest son of a bitch
This
I've ever
crazy
met.
son of a bitch put cilantro in his avocado toast. Rest my case? Do I rest my case? Just you don't want to try to pull anything in those 4 states because, people be using that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy. But really, that's a really thing. To be crazy means that you have to, I guess, you're not responsible for some reason because you're just not, you might not be your right mind. You might not, but that must get pulled out a lot. Just like.
Constantly.
Oh, he's fucking crazy.
And it's sort of like.
Oh, he's mad crazy.
I mean, there's certain types of
very delicate
insanity, mental illness that you can very easily test for, diagnose, see a lot of things. But then there's other ones that are really like, it's kind of vague. So,
oh, yeah.
I mean, there's definitely some people who probably should have pled insane that didn't. Okay. And there's definitely some people who did that shouldn't have.
Yeah, not crazy.
Definitely not. Not that crazy.
Oh,
not crazy enough to not know, like, I'm fucking crazy and I'm doing this right now.
Oh, they know they're doing it. People always know what they're doing. What? You can't do that? No, you can't kill your wife and her mother. Oh,
I guess I'm crazy.
I guess I must be crazy. I thought you could and got rewarded. No. Oh, it's my bad, but not my bad. Late, right? Fuck, man. I mean, I wouldn't have done it unless I was crazy, right? Woo! Cilantro! Like, no, sorry. Doesn't work that way. But it does, though.
I think it does
Not
sometimes.
in here. Just stay out of there if you're planning on, like, I got to get out of this situation. Don't try it there.
Not there.
We've been throwing... Our last episode, we had a lot of good... We had some...
Does that also mean that there's a shit ton of fucking crazies in the jail system there? Because they had no other place to...
People that actually
people that are
suffering from
nuts.
some sort of mental illness, and they can't even...
They don't even have that.
Attorney is not allowed to say, like, no, honestly, my client didn't have access to his medication, and he is actually sorry.
Going to jail.
What the fuck?
So now you got a bunch of crazies in there.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Uh-oh.
Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on those states.
Utah, man.
Tough
one right now.
I had some dates. We don't know. We were given a lot of dates that were set in stone. Sober birthdays, Earth days, Earth hour, dark hour.
When is that? Did I miss that?
That was I think that was the 28th.
Okay, so that's soon.
Still on.
Will you call me and remind me?
I'll definitely. You'll be here. You'll be in my car. So.
Just shut the door
Good.
for an hour, nap in the
How
whip.
about America's signature audition and scholarship experience for high school performing arts students for juniors and seniors? I want to let our juniors and seniors that are listening now, I want to let them know that we're in a crazy time right now. We're all trying to be safe.
Uncharted waters.
Help out our friends and family. But this isn't until January 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2021.
All right.
If this doesn't happen. That's going to be at the Stern Auditorium in Carnegie Hall in New York City. This is the Performers National Singing Day. This is an invitation-only event. The selection process will be rigorous, but the rewards will be life-changing. This is for high school students possibly looking at colleges, universities, or conservatories that have unparalleled artistic talents. And
Singing talent.
Singing talent. Singing talent.
Only.
You know what? That's a good question. Signature, audition, and scholarship experience for high school. Performing arts.
So which is there one of the days is for...
sketch. One day's sketch.
Podcast.
One day's podcasting and one day's sketch.
And one day's scatting.
And tonight's...
Beatbox and scat
is a
day.
2-hour beatbox scat hour.
2-hour beatbox scat hour.
Scat.
And what do you get? You get to go to Juilliard?
You could get
scholarships
scholarships. You could be. It's letting these colleges, universities, and conservatories know. I breakdance. still.
Hello on the other side.
Oh, wow.
You're going to Juilliard.
You're going to Juilliard. Oh my! It's a voice of an angel. Is it? Is it?
Oh
wow! I've never heard it like that, angel. What? I mean, it's crazy.
Angel.
Hey, we got an angel on our hands, junior angel.
Well, that's cool.
It's amazing. So
The bebop scat hour.
That's 4:30 to
Scat man hour.
6:15 on the second day. Wait a minute. Wait, I mean, I know that, but I've never heard it like
Never
that.
heard it like that.
Oh, wow. Shh. Quiet. We've got an angel, another angel.
Listen.
A lot of
We got
angels.
a baby
gonna show
angel
up
in
there.
here, guys.
How many angels can we get in this auditorium? Wow.
Call Juilliard.
Did it go like this? When dee-dee-da, he threw a little bit in there. Wow, I've never heard it like that, Angel. What's your name? Angel. Oh!
It's Angelo.
It's Angelo, the angel.
The scat angel.
I'm a scat angel.
Oh
Oh, my God. One more? Fuck.
I cannot.
Voice of an angel. Angelo, the scat.
Scat angel. Angelic scat man.
Scat teen. So that's good. That's
God's very own scat man.
God's own scat man sent from above.
A study. What?
January of 2021. So if I were a junior or a senior, I'd start.
Well, you better get your fucking because you got to. Well, it's also invite only. So you better get. How do you get it on that list?
Yeah, you got to get on that right now. Well, call me first. You need an agent. I'd love
A study published in the journal Environmental Pollution said that a Lego brick can survive in the ocean for as many as 1,300 years.
Thanks, Lego. Well, you want durability in your products, do you not?
Absolutely.
You don't want to, you don't want to buy something and have to replace it 1,200 years later.
I mean, it would be the worst.
It'd be stupid.
What am I going to do with all these?
So wait a minute, this piece, it costs 30 cents and it only lasts 1,200 years? I'm out. So we should be okay. Unless Under the Sea becomes an elaborate, unless the fish begin to use the Legos to create different reef and ecosystems.
Well, I would think that Legos could be involved probably in rebuilding,
repopulating below
barnacles
the sea
and stuff to grow on top of them and eventually
to create its own beautiful ecosystem.
Yeah.
Lego system, I think they call it.
the Lego Reef.
It's Lego World, the lost city of Lego World.
Lego Reef.
It's beautiful. It's colorful. More colorful than the stupid ocean used to be.
Yeah, this is way better.
Never seen a red pop like that. Under the Sea. What's going on? Oh, the Legos are there. All the Legos.
That's where we put all the Legos.
We put them all there. They last.
That's where we put all the Legos away.
They last wicked long.
Like longer than the other stuff.
Way longer than you thought something could last.
Yeah.
What, like 30 years?
Way more.
Dog. Don't say 100 years. Dog.
Exponentially more than that.
Well, all right. And we wonder.
Hopefully those come in handy somewhere around 500-600 years from now.
Yeah, we got to
About at their half-life, we're like, fuck, we finally figured it out. Luckily, we got another 500 years before these things fucking start to give out.
If we can harness their energy now.
But that's in the ocean, so that's being subjected to
the
constant sort of, the ebbing and flowing, the
like,
flotsam and jetsam,
so
the salt
spitting on
it. Fuck you.
So on land, it's probably 2,600.
I would think
imagine.
At least.
Although the sun, though, she's a powerful performer. Very powerful performer. Singer. She's unrelenting. You think I'm kidding?
No.
Stand out in the desert for 12 hours.
Yeah.
She's unrelenting.
Oh,
that's the desert scat teen, Angelo.
Study, yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's tough.
I mean, did you fuck with them ever?
No, I've always been an adult, even when I was a kid.
That's why you don't smile.
I don't smile.
So you don't know how
I
to
had
smile.
no childlike.
I wish I could not smile as much as I do, but I've been doing it since I was a kid.
You still have childhood. I was full adult.
I'm still trapped there
with my father at like the pool hall as a boy.
Right.
Holding a fucking pool cue.
I think they call that PTSD.
Mean mugging.
The not being able to smile.
Mean mugging. Look small boy.
Look tough.
Very tall pool cue.
Look tough.
He's tough.
What's going on here? A little sleep paralysis or
absolute fucking beautifulness.
He's like holding up his own paw.
He's a gorgeous angel.
With his other paw.
I have this. This is not the same as that because January 2021, Cedar Point, the roller coaster capital of the world, is going to celebrate 150 years this year. How's your fucking gala celebration all fucking summer, 1870, 2020? A place like no other. In Sandusky, Ohio, we would come from all over the world to celebrate 150 years. Opening at 10 a.m. on Saturday, May 9th, right? Oh, that's happening, right? Right? Someone's pushing it. Someone's going to be standing there at 9:59. Hello?
Hey, you guys.
Hi. We're open, right? Where's everybody?
That's pushing it.
It's pushing it. You get on that Rougarou. It feeds on your screams. yeah, it does. Fuck yeah, it does. Just like the motherfucking real Rigaroo. Don't Rigaroo. Gonna feed on your screams, little boy. How you spell your name? How you spell your name, little boy? It's James Carville. Like when you ride he is the voice of the Rougarou.
Yeah.
And he's screaming at you. Who you vote for, boy? Who you vote for, boy? That fucking guy, man. That motherfucker has got a different piece of fucking clothing on. 9 different pieces with something from Louisiana. Like something from the Cafe Du Monde socks, fucking LSU hat.
Yeah,
fucking.
he loves it.
He loves it. I love the whole state.
Yeah.
Alligator po' boy fleece jacket. I'm the voice of the Rougarou. I'm gonna feed on your screams, boy. You've accomplished it. You fucking look like a monster. You've accomplished it, sir.
It's
unbelievable.
He's a unique.
He's a unique
character.
Beautiful, Louisiana character. And then we need more of that. We don't want no basic, I don't want just fucking homogenized monsters. I want site-specific monsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna feed on your scream, boy. You spell your name. Larroquuett. Oh, Larro Cat. I knew it. What did you know? I knew your daddy. Your daddy's still alive.
Your daddy's daddy.
I knew your daddy. Hubert Larroquette. I think you got the wrong Larroquettes, dog. Fuck, man.
So stupid.
Fucking shit.
See if I can do this one without fucking it up. Harper's Index 2020. Percentage of Americans 18 to 24 who believe in soulmates.
What was that again?
The percentage of 18 to 24-year-olds in America who believe in soulmates.
99%.
54%.
Interesting.
The percentage of Americans over the age of 55 who believe in soulmates.
11%.
55%.
What was the first one? It's the same.
54%.
It's exactly the same. So the kids, when you said, I thought, if the kids lost their romance, do they not believe in the whimsy of a soulmate? Do they think, well, how can you believe in a fucking soulmate? You're on fucking, everything's fucking Tinder or Bumble or fucking, you're not going to Grindr, you're not going to find your soulmate. Or maybe you are.
Or maybe like
more possible.
Or maybe there's so many possible soulmates that you're like, maybe that's not a soulmate. This is just a thing that is like, it happens.
And it's popping off.
Like it used to feel like a soulmate because like the odds were so
stacked.
But now it's like I could probably find about 12 soulmates if I like really put my mind to it.
Just love this dick. It's just life, papa. Okay, but then the olds.
Fa-fa.
You think it's because I love you, fa-fa. I think the olds are more.
I found 12 soulmates that love this dick, fa-fa.
Fa-fa. You don't understand. Do they not? Are the olds, because they're all divorced.
And then they found their soulmates second time around.
Did they?
55% still believe in it. You think they're holding out? 55% believe in it because they're living it.
Because they're living. It was my second go around.
I had my starter marriage and then my fucking.
And then the second one, which I would have put my fucking right hand on it. You could have chopped my hand off. No, that only lasted 3 years. The first one lasted 6. The second one lasted 3. The third one was 6 months. Weird, right? But Pamela, number 4, chef's kiss. Forever.
Italian chef
well, you're
kiss.
72. So yeah, it is forever.
She's 38.
72. She's 28. The best. She's the best one yet.
My soulmate.
Soulmate. 28-year-old soulmate. 72.
Called it.
Called it. Won it.
Shotgun.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it's tough. Love is.
This one's for life.
And this one's going to be for life.
Well, because that's only because you got about 4 more of those.
According to statistical analysis, I have 6 tops, which will be 34. Chef's kiss. Mwah. I don't know, but it's all.
I know. I believe that these older folks are saying that they believe in it because they know that's the reality that they're in.
I'm living this reality.
I'm experiencing this as we speak. I'm living proof.
Took me 2, and the third time's a charm, and the rest is history. And the youngs are, because they're still They're going through different relationships. They're falling in and out of love. They're learning about
Yeah,
love.
some are like, I think inherent romantics that, inherently romantic, which probably believe, and then the other ones are maybe a little jaded and also maybe a little desensitized from all the
desensitized because they grew up
all these outlets
with so many
these
popping visuals.
digital outlets.
A lot of popping visuals for you, huh? 14-year-old boy. Yeah. Real popping. What are you doing in there? During you're not in school right now. So what are you doing in your bedroom in there? Nothing.
I mean,
hey, you're not
what's
in
really
fucking
crazy?
school right now. What are you doing up there?
Imagine being, because it's like all my friends, because I'm a fucking adult and I live in a state where fucking weed's legal. All my friends are just like, oh yeah, we just got like a half ounce delivered. Like it's all good. Imagine being a teenage stoner stuck in a house with your parents right now and like no weed.
I can't because I didn't smoke weed until at that point. I don't know.
I mean,
shit.
A mess. The only way you can endure kicking it in your folks' house is if you're a fucking smoker. Is
You're
like,
cool.
I need to smoke.
I mean, I didn't even have a coffee till I was out of high school. I was like a fucking little.
Somebody's doing late night runs, doing fucking window fucking deals.
Oh yeah, gots to.
Late night window deals.
I'm
taking a dog for a walk
taking
again.
A dog for a walk.
We don't have a dog.
I love it.
That would be tough.
Yeah. I got something here. A USC-led study shows that squatting and kneeling may be important resting positions in human evolution, and more importantly, even for modern human health. Sitting for hours a day is linked to some health risks, including cardiovascular disease, likely because it involves low muscle activity and low muscle metabolism. However, these risks seem paradoxical. For humans, evolutionary pressures favor conserving energy. Spending a lot of time sitting would seem to accomplish that goal. So why should sitting be so harmful? The USC-led team has shown that resting postures used before the invention of chairs, like squatting and kneeling, may hold the answer as they involve higher levels of muscular activity than chair sitting. These more active rest postures may help protect people from the harmful effects of inactivity. We tend to think human physiology is adapted to the conditions in which we evolved, said David Racklin, a professor of biological science at USC College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences. So we assume that if inactivity is harmful, our evolutionary history would not have included much time spent sitting the way that we do today. The study was published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. So that sitting's bad. That's why people do the standing desks. You gonna fucking squat all day? Now you're at home. What are you gonna do? Watch Netflix like this all day? Just
yeah.
just like looking at everybody.
Have you seen there's also all those like ergo chairs and stuff
that make you sit like that?
Well, no, that like
I just want to sit down when I'm watching this. I don't want to squat and watch this.
But what about the muscle atrophy that occurs?
I guess, but who needs it?
Muscle?
Yeah.
Well, there's there's this.
I'm not fucking.
Now, okay, so these are the things.
Professional
sports.
Sports.
There's bike desks now.
Oh, fuck off.
Like fixie, like stationary bike.
On a fucking conference call?
Yeah.
You winded? I am. So we got to get, we got to get that from the back burner to the front burner. I'm a rock star ninja. What are you? Get off your bike.
Standing desks.
Standing desks. People think they're so fucking cool.
What about a squatting desk?
But I don't even know. You don't even, so you just, it comes from the ceiling and hovers there?
I like to squat.
You do?
I do.
Interesting. That's just, I can picture you squatting, like talking to people. I bet you squat a lot when you talk to them.
I'm a squatter.
Yeah, I can see that.
Squat talker.
When you chop it up in public, when you used to be allowed to do that.
It's comfortable.
You definitely would probably get low and squat.
Well, I'll smoke. I'll squat and smoke.
Have a fucking smoke. Just fucking ash
like
that.
a Chinese man.
That's what you're
because Chinese all squat.
And smoke. So you're modeling
Basically,
yourself after an older Chinese gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Good musculature.
But also, if you squat correctly, the thing about squatting correctly is that when you say squat, most people think that means like this, right? At which point you've basically shifted all your weight onto the balls of your feet.
That's good or bad?
Well, it's fine for a short period of time, but then your feet start to go numb, right? So the thing to do, and it's tough to do in this in jeans, that if you look at the way the Chinese guys do it,
stay 6 feet back. Stay off me. Stay off.
Well, I'm not trying to get up on you.
Okay. You know,
they drop their asses almost below their, like underneath and below their hips. To basically, that there's less weight on their feet than it is just sort of squaring their bodies off.
Getting real in the center, right? The center of fucking gravity.
It's harder to do in these shoes, but mostly in these jeans because it's too constricting in here. But you can basically drop your ass low.
So if you had more of a linen, like sort of form-free
like
pant.
A karate pant.
Okay.
Like a Chinese.
Looser Cavarici. More of a karate pant.
Chinese harem pant.
Karate harem pant.
Some opium, maybe. So you could do a squatting desk.
It's very good for you. That's what this is telling me.
But don't you find yourself getting up when you're sitting watching television and standing?
No.
When you're on the telephone, do you sit down? You pace.
No, I pace.
So do I.
But TV,
Mizu
in lap, coffee in hand, not getting up.
Because I'll get up and like kneel or stand.
Squat.
Squat,
your
smoke.
Chinese gentleman. I call it my Chinese gentleman stance.
I start to get uncomfortable in like cushy positions for too long.
You don't like to be comfortable.
No, I like to be comfortable. I don't like to be
comfortable.
You
know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, like my ass will fall asleep in this chair if I sit in it long enough.
Okay.
So before that happens, I feel like I have to get up and like move around and, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just my weird long limbs and stuff, but I always feel like I have to. I
mean, you're always concerned about fucking 5-0 in one time.
So I'm always on the a little bit ready to pop,
just
ready to jump.
At any point. I was watching a gentleman explain this on a science video on YouTube. Why do older people wake up so early? It was a question that this gentleman had the answer to, like, apparently. The pineal gland, am I saying that right? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I ask you this because, okay. In the center of your brain releases melatonin, which plays a crucial role in your circadian rhythm. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
With age, calcium deposits form, causing what the experts are calling brain sand, which is just these sort of tiny, and that fucks with their circadian rhythms. Makes you're not sleeping, you're getting up early.
It basically, your pineal gland gets calcified.
Pineal gland gets calcified with brain sand. Now,
pineal
gland doesn't have something to do with DMT? Why did, when I read that, did I think of DMT?
Because that's where they believe it generates in the body, and they believe it's the area that's affected when you smoke it. They also believe that the pineal gland creates the DMT naturally.
Okay. So would it not make sense to combat brain sand? Shouldn't we be giving microdosing DMT for everyone over the age of 60? It makes
over the age of 16.
16
no,
makes perfect scientific, logical sense, does it not?
Yes.
Because I know it has something to do with something, and if this costs something with something, can't we do it with something?
There are like bumper stickers and stuff that talk about, it says like decalcify your pineal gland, because it's a known thing that it's maybe not good for you.
It's not good to have brain sand.
Brain sand is not good for you.
The only way to combat brain sand with our elderly is to give them DMT.
There might be other ways.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You have ingested DMT, correct?
Yes.
Profound experience? Yes or no?
Yes.
Would it be advisable and or amazing to go to a nursing home and give an 84-year-old woman DMT in the same dose that you took? What would happen? Could it harm her?
No.
Most important thing is I do not want to do any physical, emotional, or psychological harm to this friend
To Nana.
of mine, Nana, in the nursing home.
No, it would not.
If I gave Nana the same dose of the DMT that you took, what would happen to her?
Hopefully the same profound experience that happened to me.
Probably profounder at her age. No?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Have you ever seen this?
Can I get that close? What is it?
I'll hold my breath.
Okay. We have to do what they say.
This
do what
is
experts ask.
They talk about the pineal gland and that the eye of Horus is an actual
I knew it was something.
perfect
I knew
map.
You told me all. Yeah. You had a lot of things to say back then, and it kind of some of it is in my brain sand fog in here. I knew you'd have the answer, so I say yes. I mean, everyone's microdosing, right? That's what they're doing. Isn't it time to microdose DMT in our nursing homes now more than ever?
I know that people, any study that's been done with psychedelic mushrooms,
it helps.
with psilocybin,
Ecstasy
which
with
is
PTSD.
yeah, but also people with terminal illness.
Totally to help sort of.
But I would say that for me, my experience
All
with
good.
DMT was so
Completely all-encompassing, Shadracked.
it was so much more deeply intertwined with my concept of death.
Oh, wow.
That
maybe somebody so close to that in reality.
I would think that it would have more bearing than like, hey, grandma, like you tripped on acid. How do you feel? Like it's more like it does.
Isn't it time to start clinical studies in nursing homes with LSD, DMT, and MDMA?
I would be fascinated to hear or read about any
fucking
older
secretly,
people's
not MK Ultra.
No,
We're getting volunteers.
I would be
ages
fascinated to know
79 and older.
what the
79 to 99. You volunteer. Pick your poison. Vegetable. We're going to call them vegetables.
Don't just.
Do you like broccoli? Take this, Nana. It'd be amazing to hear the profound
the
insights
takeaways that they would have
they
from
could give
that.
us would change
so only
humanity.
79 to 99-year-old grandmas.
Grandmas,
Only.
nanas.
DMT or they get to pick
MDMA, DMT. We don't tell them it's a. You sign up. It's a
double blind,
triple blind Nana placebo.
I would just say
the triple blind Nana placebo studies of 2020
DMT.
Changed the world.
I don't see why DMT puts everything in perspective.
But MDMA would be lovely for a Nana to trip hard on 3 hits of pharmaceutical grade
MDMA.
Yeah,
pure
Swedish MDMA.
Be like, Nana, you ever listen to
Nana?
Have you ever listened to Digweed?
Listen.
You ever listen to John Digweed?
You like Timmy Trumpet? I'm going to turn it up in your speaker.
Check out this Oakenfold mix I have on right now.
I think it would profoundly change life on Earth as we know it, humanity, to become more loving and more together. I think it'd be the most important study ever done in the history of science, and we're doing it.
I mean, I would think it would be something that if you were going to be such a
triple blind
champion of it, that
test,
you would maybe need to do it yourself.
I have to. I will, if need be.
Just in order to really sell it.
Yeah.
You know, just once. But I get to pick everything.
Yeah.
I get to choose how and where and
why.
How much.
And how much.
Because it took me a while to figure that out. I got real lucky the first time.
Okay.
But after a few times you realize you figure out how to do it right. And then it's like that's what's up.
Here we go.
Well, also we could probably go to somebody who does injections. That would be the way to do it.
I think injecting them. You want to put needles into 79 to 99.
They're already getting fucking needles. They're getting blood taken every fucking day or getting the fucking insulin and all that bullshit. This is not even intravascular. This is intramuscular injections.
The insight that they would give us to go to these places.
I don't even care about what they would give us. Well, I'm just concerned. I'm just interested to know what they would get out of it for themselves.
Oh, well, that would be...
They might not even want to share that with us. But
they might come back and be like...
You're on your own.
I'm not telling you.
But that's fine. I just think it would probably be an
I love
amazing shift in consciousness to have
I'm going to talk to some people. I got to talk to some people.
before leaving this earth if you haven't ever had
Whatever
it happen.
that means. You know?
Before, I just shaking this. This spot.
I'm most interested in that feedback, and I think it would be very gentle and very beautiful. The triple blind
Nana's on DMT tribal
of 2020
tribal test.
I think it would be absolutely profound.
Tribal Nana test.
That's just me.
2020.
It's just me. What are you gonna do?
I'd be super down.
I know.
USA Today snapshots: 63% of workers
So everybody
are confident that they will be able to fully retire with a comfortable lifestyle.
This was taken when?
This was right now.
Okay. Well, not right now.
No. Excuse me,
3 weeks ago.
2018.
Yeah,
6,000 adults in 2018.
Oh, okay.
So that probably maybe went down slightly over the 2 years that followed, and then it probably plummeted about
cliff
like a month ago.
About 4%.
4 days ago.
4%. So that's
I would say at least 20% of them are mistaken.
Oh, just off the before everything off.
They're
the bat.
wrong. They won't.
They're so wrong.
They won't be comfortable.
I mean, you can't. Yeah, you're all laced out. This don't last forever. Plus, you're gonna live to be 100.
Yeah, there's that too.
That ain't gonna help.
No, probably not.
So, slow your roll. Is all I'm saying. You know, chill. Don't get so cocky.
You might be able to retire comfortably, but you might also run out of money. You might die uncomfortably. Let's just put it that way.
No question. I mean, like when you're living on like all forms of mango, dried mango, pureed mango, it can get tough. You know, mango soup, mango chutney. How you guys doing, Grandma and Grandpa?
Mango tacos.
Mango taco, Grandma. Hungry? That's all you got. It's tough.
Mango tacos again.
It's tough, Grandma. That's my mango taco grandma. She gone crazy.
Limited edition.
All right.
I don't know if they're pushing this back.
Interesting.
Coming in April of 2020.
Well, no. If you're talking about a food product, these are the things we need. Comfort.
Well, Kit Kat has a birthday.
I'm listening.
And to celebrate that birthday, Kit Kat has birthday cake flavor, a new break to celebrate Kit Kat turning 85 this August. They'll be releasing it in April to give you a running start. That's Kit Kat birthday cake.
Kit Kat birthday cake. No, it's not a Kit Kat.
Well, sure. It's probably like a white chocolatey kind of
like
wafer.
Sprinkled.
It's probably...
But
might be nice for a few months.
I guess you're right. Might be nice during these times. We're going to need all those.
All the breaks we can get.
Exactly. Kit Kat, you better get into overdrive, and you better
here at
create
Kit
more.
Kat. We know you guys could all use.
Here at Kit Kat, we know your families. You're really eyeballing each other and mean mugging, and so we've got something for you. Celebrate our birthday in your house. Is it your birthday? Sorry, you lost it this year. We just got to be back for your birthday in August. We need things to be back. How can we celebrate?
Well,
how can we celebrate? I can't.
My brother's got a birthday on the 29th.
Sunday.
That's brutal.
Oh, Benjamin.
Sucko. Shitty time.
Man, he can't party.
I mean, he's going to be solo. I think he's like
Solo-mish.
solo in the studio.
Solo in the studio making real sad music. Broom, boom, it's my day, all alone. Who knows? He could have a huge hit. Put that on SoundCloud. It's called It's My Day.
It's called Isolation Blues.
Isolation Blues by Benjamin Sword. I got the isolation blues. Did you hear the news? What? I guess you're rhyming. That's all songs are, right?
Rhyming and grooving.
Rhyming and grooving.
No big deal.
No big whoop. He can play a lot of instruments, I'm sure. He can sing. I bet he's got a beautiful voice.
Phenomenal musician.
That musical
great,
talent
fantastic
runs
singer.
in that family.
Yeah, he's by far the most musically...
You think he's the most musically inclined of you and father and him?
Yeah, by far.
Benjamin Sword. Have you heard Benjamin Sword's debut album, Isolation Blues? Have you read the news? I got the isolation blues.
Seth's songs are the worst.
Seth's songs rhyme, and that's the key component to
It's
songs.
number one key component.
Yeah, I gotta call him up. I call him every year on his birthday, and I say, "I love you, brother, little guy." And it's weird because when you call somebody when they're a kid, and now they're an adult, it makes you think about life.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's what birthdays are for.
That's what birthdays do. They bring you down. Especially this one, Ben. A real bummer. Got the isolation blues. Have you heard the news? It's a good song.
Solid tune.
SoundCloud, I don't know what happened.
Blew up.
It blew up.
Right place, right time.
Scooter Braun called. He signed a record deal. He's doing a fucking collab with Ariana Grande.
From your mouth.
It's amazing. A study that dissected 3,100 pieces of coyote poop discovered domestic cats are a very large part of what urban coyotes eat for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. According to the National Park Service, human garbage was their other chief source of food. So they eat garbage and cats. The multi-year study focused on coyotes roaming Southern California, a region that has a mix of highly populated cities and wilderness areas. According to the discoveries, coyotes in the suburbs are less fond of eating cats, but they still eat them when the opportunity allows. Cat remains were found in 20% of urban coyote waste as compared to 4% of suburban coyote.
What?
Were found in 20% as opposed to 4%.
4% in suburban?
Yeah. Human food sources, mainly garbage, ornamental fruits. What's an ornamental fruit? Is that like maybe a tree that's fruit? Or people like have their Christmas trees up with rotting fruit? What's ornamental fruit? Because I just fruit that's what is that?
What's ornamental fruit, Jeff?
Fruit like in 7-Eleven that's it's on display, ornamental. Because no one's buying the fruit in 7-Eleven. It's more there for decoration, ornament. And cats accounted for about 75% of urban coyote diets. The Park Service and California State University Northridge partnered in this study, which focused both on finding out what coyotes eat and learning the differences between urban coyotes and their suburban country cousins.
I wonder what the coyotes in my neighborhood constitute, because I'm in a very urban environment, but I'm
surrounded by coyotes.
I'm surrounded by state parks and surrounded by coyotes. And they are wild, but I wonder if they are living off of cats or if they're living off of
cats,
trash, or if they're living off of but wild animals don't really even factor in at all into this makeup. Like squirrels or I don't fucking know, rabbits.
No, it's just cats.
Cats and trash.
Cats and trash.
Jeff, do we have a ornamental fruit definition?
Fruit tree that's in a garden, Jeffrey said. That like a
so they're eating that?
Maybe
oranges,
like lemons,
pomegranates,
figs or something. Cherries, apples, oranges.
And how much of that? What?
It's nothing. It's cats and garbage,
fine.
dog. It's
Garbage and cats.
Fucking cookies.
So scavengers or
the incriminating evidence was collected by 150 volunteers who dissected the waste at what they called, quote, scat parties. Is that what they called them? How are you guys doing? How are you volunteering?
You guys having fun?
Yeah, what are you, on a house party? Nah, I'm on Scat
I'm
Party.
on Scat
It's my
Party.
new app.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Follow me.
Follow me on Android, Scat Party.
Give me that follow for a follow.
Follow for a follow at my Scat Party.
One
what
like
are you guys
equals one
doing
prayer.
This weekend, all the bros are coming over. We're going to dissect it.
Got 150 pieces to go through.
Cats and garbage. Very sad.
Super sad.
Super sad.
I mean, I hear it in my neighborhood. It is terrifying.
Oh, you must hear sounds that awake you in the night that are absolutely terrifying.
Really, like,
I don't play that nature
harrowing.
Shit. I don't play it. It's much too fucking
It's
cutthroat.
very real.
Much too real.
Very real. Very real.
These fucking people that watch those shows, oh, I don't know about that. I
Like
wouldn't watch
The
about
Hunt and
that.
shit?
Any sort of show that, like, this is what it's like.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to leave.
You want to leave?
I want to go now.
Right. You hear that, Mies?
888-842-2357. We are a...
You feel okay. You're not feeling like
No, I
you
feel-
want to leave because you're very sweating and like...
No, I feel amazing.
We're
felt...
John.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the
hopefully
last show.
We're just
Yesterday,
trying
I
to stay safe.
emailed Seth and I was like, yesterday was a very difficult day for me. For whatever reason,
No one came to my scat party.
I had a
that's
scat party
bummer
that
morning.
I was alone
again.
sifting through these pieces by myself.
Isolation scat.
No, I started to panic. The anxiety and the panic of
completely
natural of the situation that we're all dealing with right now came to a bit of a head. Simultaneously, whilst I also experienced some changes in my body,
human body,
that were
you mean your meat body vessel?
My meat body vessel was a little achy. My had some postnasal drip.
Zip.
I was like, the combination of the two put me into a place. So
4 hours of straight coronavirus internet research.
Not even research, just like lying in my bed, rehearsing the goodbye conversations I was going to have with everybody, and like figuring out
Love you.
who would be and also like thinking about how many of the
guitar?
conversations were going to be over the phone because people can't come and see you.
It's going to be awful
because you're
for me.
contagious. So it's all me dying on a phone saying goodbye, and who would get those?
Can I have your guitar?
So and then the stress that causes you
it's
obviously makes you
unbelievable.
feel shittier.
Yeah.
And
You got to keep the immune system strong because they say the stress week, it's too much.
So
It's too much.
it was a tough one for me yesterday.
much.
And I would assume that other people
You mean every single person
have
constantly all day?
are
insane.
enduring that. And I would just say, don't worry too much about, not worry about it. Take all precautions necessary, but don't hyper focus on small changes in your body, because we mindlessly endure those on a daily basis. And we are just hyper aware of those shifts right now, because everything that I experienced yesterday, I experience basically on a day to daily basis. Bi-daily? Is that right?
Daily.
But because of the focus, it was tough. If I felt the way I felt yesterday, today, I wouldn't be here today. And luckily,
Thank you, because you would also want to protect.
But that was,
we don't know, because everyone's asymptomatic.
No, if I felt the way I felt yesterday, today, I would have 100% been like, not only am I not probably in a good mindset to do the show, but I'm not coming back to your house anymore until I know that I'm okay.
Obviously,
the other thing is,
we're hopefully trying to be able to
You
keep getting together
somehow-
and do shows, and hopefully, but
I talked to other people too,
too
but
much.
you responded to my message, and I was like,
did I make you feel better?
you did.
You know what? That's what friends are for.
You did make me feel better.
Isolation blues. I thought of something else.
Isolation blues.
Guess I'll finish all this booze.
The good times, the bad times, experiencing all of them alone.
Wow. And on the phone,
Dying on the phone.
giving Seth my guitar. It's amazing.
So
Benjamin Sword's debut album, Isolation Blues. A lifetime has led him to this.
yeah, it's all been moving towards this.
He's a musical prodigy. Can I
So-
say that? I can say that.
He's a gifted musician.
Can he shred?
He fucking can. He can play his ass off. He's an incredible musician.
Amazing.
Fantastic singer, incredible piano player, incredible guitar player, drummer, bassist. I mean, you name it. He's
Drop dead gorgeous.
fucking
Hello, ladies. Listening?
tall glass of water,
Listening?
and 10 years younger than me. So great job.
Great. Denver, Colorado?
That
Where
is.
it? Okay, ladies.
Mile High.
Mile High.
So Yeah, wish him a happy birthday if you
Think about it
on the
Sunday.
29th. And then
Hopefully
come back for
786.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, dude.
if
America
you
Through the Eyes
can,
of Two American Americans, America's podcast.
we got 3 shows, live shows, all of which are still standing
we'll just
dates
keep
and
it
have not
play it by ear.
been canceled as of yet or postponed. So the
well-
tickets for those are available on our website. We are advertising free, commercial free, and we are listener supported. You can do that through our Venmo, which is UYD4L, UYD for life, UYD4L, and also through our Patreon, Patreon. Thank you to everyone who supports, and we will get back here. Tell a friend, put them onto the show. Check out the videos on our YouTube page. We put up a bunch of these episodes that we do here that Jeff helps direct on the fly for us here. We put a bunch of them up on YouTube. So if you are stuck at home and you normally listen to this show, consider maybe subscribing to the YouTube channel and checking out the video versions of the episodes, because there are a shit ton of them up there.
It's awesome.
Obviously, the newest ones are available to our patrons.
Send one to somebody. Say
You can not only just send one, you can just send a snippet of
Be
one.
like, I think
you
this-
can like tag, right, Jeff? You can like tag the videos and like
say
little.
this minute and a half.
Yeah,
It's going to change
is
your life.
hilarity.
It's not as much as the study. It's going
Stone
to change
cold
humanity.
hilarity. Not as much as
when we implement our
Nana's
study.
night DMT.
So I guess
journeys, but
I guess for any clinicians, there's probably professors and scientists that listen to the show and maybe that deal in those realms. Please contact us, 888.
I think the best thing to do would maybe to take that experiment underground for a couple of years first.
Go delirium.
Accrue some data.
Some non-anecdotal. I'll have my notebooks. I have
yeah,
my field notes right here.
and then we'll take
she
that
was screaming. It was awful.
top of her lungs.
Awful. Stupidest thing we ever did. The first woman lost her fucking mind. I don't think she came back. She's not. It's just the grandkids are looking for me. I'm on the run. Jonathan said, "Do it underground." Now her grandkids are looking for me.
Take it underground.
Oh, jeez.
888-842-2357. Come back for the next.
Yeah, come back for 786. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.